Spiritualism is about annihilating yourself, a conscious annihilation, the melting of your arrogance, the ego. A story says, after traveling long through a forest, Kalidas reached a village. He felt very thirsty and looked around for water, whereupon he saw an old woman drawing water from the well. He went up to her and asked her for water. She agreed to give him water, but asked him to first introduce himself. Who are you? Introduce yourself. Apna परिचय दो. Now Kalidas, who was renowned and revered scholar at his time, thought that an ordinary and old village woman was not worthy of knowing who great Kalidas was. So he said, I am a traveler. But the old lady replied, No, you cannot be a traveler. In this world, there are only two travelers, the sun and the moon. Both rise and set every day and keep traveling perpetually. Who are you? Then the thirsty Kalida said, All right then, treat me as a guest. The lady promptly replied, No, you cannot be a guest. In this world, there are only two guests, youth and wealth. Both are temporary and do not stay even if you plead with them a million times, and hence can only they be called as guest. Who are you? Again asked the old lady. Thirsty but now quite intrigued with the profoundness of this old lady, Kalida said, I am a tolerant person, Shahinshil Vyakti. Now the old lady replied, You don't quite look tolerant, young man. In this world, only two truly know the meaning of tolerance. One is Bhumi, earth, and the other is Ped, tree. How much ever you stamp the earth or throw stones at the tree for their fruits, but both continue to nurture us. So who are you? Again asked the old lady. With unquenched thirst, Kalidas was increasingly becoming irritable. He said, Fine then, consider me as a stubborn man, Hatvadi. The lady smiled and said, No, my child, you are not that stubborn. There are only two truly stubborn personalities, our nails and our hair. We keep cutting them non-stop, but they continue to grow. Then who are you? Kalidas had been patient so far, but now in anger he said, All right, I am a fool. Now the lady gave a wide smile and said, There are only two kinds of fool in this world. A king who rules without having any capability or knowledge, and a minister who is sycophant to such a king and lavishes praises on such a useless king. Who are you? Again asked the old woman. Kalidas realized that he had been outsmarted by an old illiterate village woman. In complete awe and humility, he fell at the feet of the lady and saying, O mother, how arrogant I was to think that I know myself. I am ashamed of myself. Pardon my ignorance. Show mercy and grant me water, I beg of you. When he touched her feet and then got up, whom he did see, the old lady was none other than Mata Saraswati, the goddess of learning and wisdom. She said, Kalidas, you are wise, but only if you know yourself do you become a true Manushya, a human being. Your ego has overshadowed your achievements. You are educated, but you are also given to arrogance. Hence I come to guide you. The mark of true human being is not his knowledge, but his humility. Your intellect and education is of no use if only it feeds your ego.